Tottenham's 24-25 season is about to end, but it's been a huge disaster. They're finishing in the bottom half of the table, injuries have ruined their squad, and despite reaching the Europa League final against United, Takeover has just been sacked. So today, I am taking over Tottenham Hotspur starting in the 25-26 season to win them the Champions League and make Spurs the world's best team. So we've arrived in the 25-26 season, and this is the starting 11 we do have at Tottenham Hotspur. As you can see, there are no more injuries, and this squad is actually looking pretty good. And also having 144 million to spend on transfers, surely we're going to be back in the UCL in no time. However, it's not going to be that simple, and I'll explain in just a second. But before I get into why it's not going to be so simple, I have transfer listed a bunch of players we are going to use, but there are a couple players I transfer listed because they are definitely leaving in real life. And one of those players is Christian Romero. Because Tottenham finished in 16th place, Romero is linked to the likes of Madrid and Atletico, so he's for sure gonna leave the side. As well as Pedro Porro, who's linked to Barcelona, and Solomon, who's linked to Leeds United. So without Pedro Porro and Romero, our squad is looking significantly weaker. But anyways, the reason it's not going to be easy because every time we fail to win the Champions League, we will have to go ahead and sell our best player in the team. So that means automatically at the start of the brand new season, so far, Heung-min Son will be the one leaving the side as he is the highest overall. So winning the Champions League is not gonna be that easy, but let's go ahead and make some transfers. And the first signing I'm making is a replacement right back for Pedro Porro. It is Vanderson from Monaco for 20 million plus Richarlison. A little heads up, we're only allowed to sign 3 players per season, by the way, but Vanderson is now joining the side at a 78 overall. It is a downgrade, but remember, we did finish in 16th place, so we cannot get the world's best players. And the second signing we are making is a huge transfer in Mark Guehi for 50 million plus Ibs Bissouma. At an 82 overall, he isn't the exact replacement for Christian Romero, but a great one in that. And I don't know if you noticed, so far the 2 players we've signed have all been linked to Tottenham Hotspur in the past year because the transfers in this video have to go ahead and be realistic. So at one point or another, all of the transfers we're making in this video have been linked to Spurs. And our final signing is our biggest yet for 60 million plus Solomon, who's worth 20 million. We are signing Ryan Cherki from Olympique Lyonnais. This is a huge transfer. Not only will he compete with Brennan Johnson, but he has an insane potential and could be our best player and win us the Champions League in a couple years time. So this is what the brand new side is looking like in the 25-26 season. And I think in every single position other than the right wing, it was a downgrade. But you know what? We all start somewhere. And we do have a goal this season, and that goal is to finish in the top half of the table, because every time we fail a goal, we have to go ahead and sell our 2 best players, including whenever we don't win the UCL. So if we finish in the bottom half of the table this season, we will be losing our 3 best players. But it's time for my managerial debut against West Ham. Let's see if we can get the first 3 points of the season. Now as Pape Sarr gives it to Heung-min Son, who gives it all the way into Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki gives it back into Archie Gray. Archie Gray's looking for a through ball, gives it to Cherki. 1v1 Solanke, and it goes wide. Oh, and it was offside anyways. Come on, Dominic. You gotta do better than that. But here come West Ham United. Gets rid of Vanderson. The new signing gets destroyed. It's Mohamed Kudus on the ball. Kudus looking for a cross in. He goes ahead and trying to square. No, he shoots it instead, and it goes in. Vicario, what are you doing? You're literally probably our best player. You cannot be making mistakes this way. We're 1-0 down to West Ham. And here comes James Ward-Prowse on the ball. Gives it into Mohamed Kudus. Kudus into Michel Antonio with a shot. Oh my days. Can we at least get a shot as well? Kubo right before halftime. We are really struggling against West Ham. Another London team gives it to Borja Mayoral with a shot. Guehi makes a brilliant save. We were going to concede there. But a cross in from James Ward-Prowse. Please does not concede. Borja Mayoral makes it 2-0 right before halftime. We're losing the first game of the season probably. We're never gonna win the Champions League this way. And now it's Heung-min Son on the ball. Here comes Heung-min with the cross in all the way to Ryan Cherki with the header, and it goes in. Never did I think Ryan Cherki would score a header, but in the 52nd minute we get a goal back with a brilliant goal from the debutant. And now it's Ryan Cherki on the ball, gives it to Dominic Solanke. Can we go ahead and do a remontada? Cherki on the ball once again, gives it to Dejan Kulusevski. 1v1 with a shot, and it goes in. 8 minutes after scoring our first goal, we get our second. Cherki with an assist. 2 goal contributions on his debut. Can we complete this comeback? Here comes Nicholas Fulkirk, gives it to Borja Mayoral. Into Nicholas Fulkirk, back into Borja Mayoral. 1v1. Vicario makes a great save. But here comes Mohamed Kudus down the wing in the 80th minute. Let's not concede a goal. Let's not lose this game. We worked so hard just to equalize. Kudus cuts it back. Okay, we get the ball now. It's Cherki. Gives it to Guehi. Into Sarr, who gives it to Kulusevski, who opens it wide for Cherki. And here comes Ryan Cherki looking for the the goal to lead us in this game is still Turkey. Through ball into Dejan Kulusevski. 1v1. Cuts back, gives it to Solanke, and it goes in the 86th minute. The remontada is complete on my managerial debut for Tottenham. It was very close, but Ryan Cherky inspired this comeback. I'm so glad we signed him. We're getting our first 3 points. And the referee blows the whistle. A win on my managerial debut, but you saw how much we struggled. Not gonna be easy to finish in the top half of the table, even though everybody is back from injuries. And as we pick up our first 3 points, let's go to the end of the season and see if Tottenham can finish in the top half, because we're gonna play more games as soon as we get to the UCL. And we are on the final day of the season, and we're sitting in 9th in the top half of the table. However, Palace is tied with points in us, and Chelsea is 1 point behind us. If we do not win our last game of the season against Bournemouth, who are doing better than us, we will fail our challenge and lose 3 of our best players this season. But it's time to kick off the final day of the season. We need to win this game. If not, you're backtracking so much. But if we do win this game, we have a huge chance of qualifying for the Champions League next season. But regardless or not, whatever happens tonight, we're losing at least 1 player next season. And now it's Ryan Cherky, gives it into Archie Gray, who gives it into Ryan Cherky. And here comes Ryan on the through ball, gives it into Dejan Kulusevski. Here comes Kulusevski, cuts back, gives it to Dominic Solanke. No, it's blocked last second. He was definitely scoring that. But here comes Marcus Tavernier. This is not good. It's a cross into Evan Nielsen with the header. We're fine. Vicario got that. And now it's Traore with a shot from outside the box, and it goes in. Who is this Traore guy, and why is he scoring roadies for Bournemouth? No, man, we're down 1-0. This is not good. Oh, it's Bournemouth once again. Evan Nielsen with a shot from outside the box. We're getting dominated in this first half. And now it's Dejan Kulusevski on the ball, sends a through ball into Ryan Cherky. Here we go. In the second half, we need to score, and we need to score now. Solanke lays it off into Heung-min Son. Can he be the hero as he always is? No, come on, man. This Bournemouth defense is solid. Oh, but here come Bournemouth. I did step out of the line a little bit too much. Philip Billing, and no, I had to make the tackle. Guehi concedes a penalty. This is not good. We're definitely going to lose this game if they convert this penalty. And now it's Justin Kluivert to take this penalty. He goes to the left-hand side. We're 2-0 down. We're not winning this game if we don't make another remontada like the first game of the season. This is not good. And now it's Dejan Kulusevski on the ball, gives it into Heung-min Son. Come on, Heung-min Son, we need a goal. We need it now. Finesse down the bottom corner. Straight after conceding that penalty, we get a goal back. Come on, 2 more goals and we'll be safe. But here comes Bournemouth. It's Justin Kluivert on the ball. Bournemouth can make it 3-1 here. If we don't win the ball, Van de Ven wins a tackle. No, it's going to be a foul. They have a free kick. And now Bournemouth taking a free kick. Please, is not conceding this. Tavernier with a shot. Great clearance by you, doggy. That was going in for sure. And now it's Van der Sen on the attack. Gives it to Ryan Cherky, the hero of the first game of the season. Here comes Ryan Cherky. He's still in the ball. Ryan Cherky gets rid of 1. He gets rid of a second. It's still Cherky through ball. Into Dejan Kulusevski. 1v1 with a finish. Cherky steps up again. It's 2-2. Can we do it again? Can we get a remontada? But it's Bournemouth once again. Justin Kluivert gets rid of 1. He has a shot. Vicario makes a save. Clear it out, man. We give it away though. Tavernier with a shot. It's going to be a corner. This is not good. And now it's Bournemouth with the cross, and they do find Sinisterra with the header. Bullet header. What is going on in the pitch? How is that a penalty? What happened in the box? No, in the 81st minute. They better not convert this, man. And it's Justin Kluivert to step up to take this penalty to ruin our dreams. Goes to the left. It's 3-2. Only 8 minutes left to go. I don't know if we have what it takes to score 2 more goals in just 8 minutes. I think we have failed the challenge. I think we might have to get rid of our 3 best players. The referee blows the whistle. We lose in the last couple minutes of the game. The only way we did not fail this challenge is if both Palace and Chelsea drop points. And I'm not sure how probable that was. And yup, they did not drop points. Palace actually tied. We finished in 11th. That's not the top half of the table. We're getting rid of our 3 best players next season. And as City win the Premier League title, Leeds United's Nemanja is the player of the season. That is crazy. And in the team of the season, we actually had Dejan Kulusevski. So that means he is probably going to leave next season. We have to get rid of him. And this is what the squad is looking like. I can't lie. Next season, this squad would probably be able to qualify for the UCL. But we're losing 3 players from here. And here are the stats for the season. Heung-min Son, still our best player, 32-5. 17-1 from Alejandro Veliz. He outscored Dom Solanke. Kulusevski, 13-18. We're probably going to lose in 11 goals for Solanke. That is very disappointing. 10-6 for Ryan Cherky. 6-1 for Mark Guehi. And 5-12 for James Maddison. It was a decent season for player stats, but as terms of a team, we did not play well, man. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to 300k as soon as possible. And as Season 2 kicks off, here are the 3 players we have transfer listed: Dejan Kulusevski, Vicario, and Heung-min Son. We also had the option of Mickey van de Ven, but I went for Vicario and Dejan Kulusevski as they did have better seasons, and we know how important goalkeepers are, so this is really gonna hurt us. So here's where our 3 best players have been sold: Son to AC Milan, Vicario to Arsenal, and Dejan Kulusevski to Man United. At least we have a lot of money, and that means we do have 404 million to spend. But remember, it has to be realistic. They have to have been linked with Tottenham in real life, and also cannot be better than the 3 players we have sold. And as we take a look at this side, Kulusevski doesn't need upgrading. We have James Maddison. I think he's a decent replacement, but we definitely need a brand new goalkeeper if we want to qualify for the Champions League anytime soon. I wouldn't mind a better left winger than Brian Hill if we can find one, but we definitely need a brand new striker because Alejandro Veliz outscored Dominic Solanke. And the first signing we are making, we are bringing back Matthias Tell, but this time he's gonna be playing up top. 65 million, he has bags of potential, and I believe he can outscore Dominic Solanke super easily. Let's just hope that we don't have to lose him anytime soon. And up next is a brand new goalkeeper for 50 million plus Dominic Solanke. We are signing James Trafford. It is a huge downgrade from Vicario, who we had last season, but he has lots of potential, and I know in 2 to 3 seasons time he could be helping us lift that Champions League. And our final signing is a big one. We lost experience in Heung-min Son, so we brought experience in Leroy Sané for 40 million. Yes, I know he's 30 years old, but we do have Brian Hill and Mikey Moore who have a lot of potential. But we needed somebody with a lot of experience, and this guy shined in the Premier League a couple seasons ago. So at just 30 years of age, I think it's a great signing to help us get back to European football. And this is what the squad is looking like this season. We did downgrade, but our squad did get way younger, as the goal for this season is to qualify for European football. I know we failed to get into the top half of the table, but this team can easily qualify for at least the Conference League. And just remember, because we're not in the UCL this season, we'll be losing somebody at the end of the season because we can't win it. And we are now in May with 2 games left into the season. We're sitting in 6th place, but tied with points with City and United. And when we drop down all the way to 8th, we will not be getting European football. However, there is some good news because we are in the FA Cup final. We have the opportunity to win Spurs' first ever trophy. This is being recorded before the Europa League final. And if we win this FA Cup trophy, I believe that gives us Europa League football, if I'm not correct. I know it gives us European football, but let's go ahead and play this FA Cup final and secure European football and secure Spurs' first ever trophy. And here comes Ryan Cherky. The first attack of the game gives it to Matthias Tell. And here comes Matthias Tell. Lays it off for James Maddison, who lays it off into Leroy Sané with a first time finish. It's a brilliant save from Red says. We could have gone 1-0 up in this final. And now it's Newcastle United with the cross in into Anthony Gordon with the header. Don't be a penalty. Every time, man, there's a cross in, we could see that penalty because of a foul or a handball. Newcastle had the chance to go 1-0 up. And now it's Alexander Isak. Where he's gonna go? He goes to the left-hand side. Oh, James Trafford makes a save. Oh my days. And now it's Newcastle United. It's Lewis Hall with the cross and finds Alexander Isak. And he goes into Kaplan and it goes in. Even though they missed a penalty, Newcastle still take the lead. This is not good, man. Brian Cherky is now on the ball. Sends a through ball into Matthias Tell. Can we equalize this game? We need to drastically. It's Matthias Tell. 1v1. Matthias, you have to finish. Low-driven shot and it goes in. 1-1. We have equalized. Hopefully Matthias Tell has had a great season so far, but we needed that equalizer desperately. And now it's Leroy Sané. Gives it into James Maddison, who gives it into Pape Matthias Sarr. And here we go on the counter. Already looking to score another goal straight after scoring the first one. Leroy Sané shot from there. Brilliant save. I had to test the keeps there. Cherky gives it to Matthias Tell. Matthias Tell with a finesse shot. And Red says makes another save. Brian Cherky with another corner. He crosses it back in into Mickey van de Ven, and it goes wide again. Leroy Sané is now on the ball. Gives it all the way to Ryan. Ryan gives it back into Matthias Tell. Into Leroy Sané. 2 expired players. Sané with a shot, and it goes in. We take the lead right before halftime. Newcastle have really slowed down since their first goal. We will take this lead, man. Great tackle from Vanderson. Can we go on this counter? It's James Maddison. And here comes James Maddison through ball into Matthias Tell. Can we make it 3-1? Can we extend the lead? Into Ryan Cherky near post. It's a great block. And now it's Newcastle United. One of our defenders went up. It's Anthony Gordon. We cut inside. Alexander Isak with a shot. It hits the post. We get lucky. Clear it out, man. But now it's Pablo Barrios with a shot, and it goes in. We give away the ball by accident, and it's 2-2 in the 67th minute. This is not good, man. But now it's Alexander Isak. He's through on goal. Can Mickey van de Ven catch up? Alexander Isak with a shot and make a slide tackle. It's a block by Van de Ven. Here comes Lewis Hall from the corner with the cross in. Into Conrad Leimer. 3-2. They've turned it around. 15 minutes left to go, and we're losing this game. We need to win this. Come on, man. 83 minutes in, we need to go. Madison sends a through ball to Leroy Sané, who gives it back to Matthias Tel. Matthias Tel through ball into Leroy Sané. Can he go and score when he matters? He comes back outside with a shot, and it goes in. We've equalized in the 86 minutes. Heung-min Son was sold, the man we had to rely on, and now the brand new left winger in Sané is the new man we rely on. 3-3, we're going to extra time. And after 120 minutes, it stayed 3-3. We're going to penalties. Can my Tottenham Hotspur side go ahead and win this penalty shootout? I don't know if they can, I'm gonna be honest. And to take the first penalty, it's Anthony Gordon. Where is he gonna go? He goes to the right-hand side, and Terence Trafford goes to the right side, but he cannot save it. James Maddison is a brilliant penalty taker. He's not gonna let us down. He goes to the top left. He slams it in. It's 1-1 now. And up next is Marcelo Brozovic, who joined Newcastle. Goes to the right, and he slots it in, man. We better not miss a penalty here. Matthias Tel, come on. You're ice cold. We know you to be ice cold. He goes to the bottom right. He puts it in. I thought the keeper was gonna save that. I can't lie. Joseph Willock now, or Chris Willock, one of the two. He goes to the right. Trafford goes the right way again. He can't save it. Leroy Sané, you have not let us down at all so far in this game. Bottom right, slots it in. Let's go. That's his third goal of the game. And now, Muzakitis. I have no idea who that is. He goes to the left. Oh my days, we almost saved it. Ryan Cherky, do not let us down. You've been incredible since we signed you. Bottom left, 4-4. Oh my days, someone's gonna miss in these next couple penalties. Lewis Hall, the ex-Cobham graduate, goes to the left. I went to the right too early. And if Archie Gray misses this, we're out and we will have lost the FA Cup final. Top left, let's go. We're going to sudden death. We're not missing a penalty. And now it's Kaplan, the man who scored the first goal, I do believe. Goes to the right. Trafford makes a save. Now all Sar has to do is slot this away. Come on, Sar. Do not let us down. Let's win this FA Cup. Red Sis makes a save. Conrad Leimer now to step up to take it. Goes to the right. Trafford goes the right direction again. And now, if Vanderson does not score this, we would have lost the FA Cup. Vanderson, do not let us down. Bottom right. Oh, we're still in this, man. 6-6. Lewis Miley, the Newcastle-born man, goes to the left. Trafford makes a save again. And now, Mickey van de Ven has to score this. Do not let us down, man, please. Van de Ven goes to the bottom left. Yes, we have done it. We have qualified for Europe. We have won the FA Cup. And Mark Guehi lives the FA Cup. We've won Spurs their first trophy in decades. And we have qualified for Europe. That means we're only losing one player this season. And the season ends as we finish in 7th place. I think that would have given us Conference League, but I think we now for sure have Europa League. And as our rivals Arsenal win the Premier League title, the player of the season goes to Anthony Gordon. And in the team of the season, James Maddison made it. That means he's probably the guy that's leaving the side. This is what the squad is looking like at the end of the season. I can't lie, it's looking incredible. Leroy Sané at 31 is still growing, now at an 85. Matthias Tel at an 83. We even got James Trafford going all the way up to an 85 overall. But regardless, I think it was a great season for me here. And Maddison is our top goal scorer with 24 goals and 18 assists. 20 and 3 for Matthias Tel. What a great first season. I told you he's going to be better than Solanke. 16 and 1 for Leroy Sané. We made the right decision. Ryan Cherky, 8 and 10. A decent season. 7 and 14 for Papi Matasar. That's a great season from him. And it's kind of crazy to say, but Maddison just missed out on the golden boots. Matthias Tel low-key needs to step up his game. And to kick off season number 3, it's only fair to get rid of our highest rated player and our best performing player in James Maddison because we did not win the Champions League. So James Maddison has gone ahead and gone to Man City. That is not good because he's going to a direct rival. That means we do have 413 million left to spend. I hate how much money they give me, but it's okay. It doesn't matter because I can only sign 3 players and it has to be realistic because we're at a Europa League level. Taking a look at this team, it's looking pretty strong. Obviously, we need to replace James Maddison because Albi Divine is just not good enough yet. It's been a couple seasons and Vanderson hasn't grown too much, so I'm either going to go ahead and sign a replacement or somebody to compete with him. And I'm probably either going to sign a backup striker or another backup center back as we're very limited in those options. And the first signing we are making for 50 million, we are bringing in Renato Vega, who can play center back, CDM, and left back. However, I will be converting him to a right back to complete with Vanderson. Vanderson hasn't really grown in 2 seasons, so I hope Renato Vega can outgrow him, or at least provide him with some good competition so he can step it up. And for 66 million, we're bringing a striker who can compete with Matthias Tel and Brian Brubby. I hope I said that correctly. I usually mess up his name. He's going to be a great bench player and mainly competition for Matthias Tel as we're back in Europe and are aiming to go into the Champions League next season. And the final signing is our biggest signing yet as Tottenham manager. 80 million plus Jamie Donnelly. We are bringing in Joe Bellingham, who is now an 83 overall, and we're going to be using him as a center attacking mid. I just hope that he can reach the level anywhere near his brother Jude Bellingham, but let's see if we made the right signing. And this is what the squad will be looking like in the brand new season. Joe Bellingham and Renato Vega as the brand new starters, as Brian Brobby will remain on the bench because Matías Teo had a great season last year. As the goal this season is very simple: qualify for the Champions League, whether it's through the top 4 or through winning the Europa League, because I believe we're in that competition. We now have arrived in March, and so far, after 27 games, we're sitting in 5th place. Only 1 point behind Arsenal, but the top 3 are running away from us. However, in terms of the Europa League, we finished in 1st place above Man City, and in the round of 16, we'll be facing Union STG. If you want to qualify for the Champions League, the safest route is to win the Europa League. So it's time to go ahead and simulate the first leg. As long as we get a huge victory, we will not be playing the second leg, and it's going to be a 3-0 victory. We're definitely going to the quarters. And now it's time for the second leg. We destroyed them in the first leg, and the second leg goes as easy as the first. 3-1. We're going to the quarters. And in the quarterfinals, we're facing Olympic Marseille. Let's see how this first leg goes. Hopefully we don't lose. If we do lose, it's not by a lot. Marseille are a great team, and it's a 3-0 victory. Okay, I was completely wrong. They got destroyed. And I'm pretty sure we're going on to the semifinals. There is no way we slip this up. We're simming the second leg at home. 3-1 victory again. We're going straight to the semis. And in the semifinals, we have VfB Stuttgart. If they have made it this far, that means they have a pretty good team. Now, I know normally they don't have a good team, and it's a 3-0 victory again. Oh my days, we're going straight to the final. Why have we found this so easy? The second leg has arrived. I'm simming it. There's no way we bottle this, and it's a 1-0 victory. We're on to the final. We got an easy route, but does that mean we have the hardest final possible? And then the Europa League final, we actually got Wolfsburg. I'm surprised we're not facing Man City. They got eliminated by Wolfsburg, so this Wolfsburg team has to be special. In terms of the Premier League, we're barely sitting in the top 4 with 2 games left to go. Just like last season with the FA Cup, let's win this Europa League so we don't have to go down to the final game of the season. But the Europa League final is set to kick off in the Parc des Princes. Can we go ahead and win the Europa League? Because I'm not sure if Spurs have won it in real life. I hope they do, and I can do it here as well. Now it's Destiny Udogie on the ball, gives it to Leroy Sané, who gives it into Joe Bellingham. Joe Bellingham looking to pull the strings here in the midfield. He gives it to Matías Teo, who lays it wide into Leroy Sané. Here we come on the first attack of the game. Matías Teo on the ball. Come on, don't lose it there. It's gonna be a penalty. We will take that. And to take this penalty is Matías Teo. Where is he gonna go? Come on, put us 1-0 up. He hits it. Top right-hand corner. We take the lead in this Europa League final. And now it's Castellanos gives the ball into Schuckers with a shot. And it goes in straight away after we scored. Wolfsburg scored from outside the box. We have to lock in. It's not gonna be as easy as I thought it would. And now it's Ryan Cherky on the ball, gives it to Rodrigo Bentancur, who gives it to Joe Bellingham. And here comes Joe Bellingham on the ball. Can he go ahead and deliver here? Joe Bellingham cuts inside on his left foot finish. Great save by Cooper. Joe Bellingham with the follow-up. Took it all by himself. 3 goals in the span of 7 minutes. This Europa League final is about to get crazy. Rodrigo Bentancur is on the ball now. Can he find anybody? He finds Ryan Cherky, who finds Matías Teo. Matías Teo cuts back, gives it to Cherky, who gives it into Joe Bellingham for his second. Cooper makes a great save. We could have extended our lead and ended the game possibly. Destiny Udogie does find Pape Matías Sarr, but Pape Matías Sarr finds Joe Bellingham. It's Joe Bellingham still on the ball. Who is he gonna find? Can he find anybody right before halftime? Let's extend his lead. Bellingham through ball into Matías Teo. Goes for the chip, and it hits the crossbar, but it's offside. We could have won the game there. And now it's Pape Matías Sarr does find Joe Bellingham. Here we come in the second half, looking to end off this game. It's a through ball. He does find Leroy Sané. Can he finish off this game? And Leroy Sané does it again. Scores in another final. 3-1 Wolfsburg. This game is over, man. Pack up. And the referee blows the whistle. We are going to be Europa League champions. And for the 3rd time in their history, Tottenham lift the Europa League trophy. We have qualified for the Champions League. We might still finish top 4, but this has secured it. We're only losing 1 player this season. And the season has come to an end, and we've somehow won the Premier League trophy. How did this even happen, man? What? And there it is. We've won the Premier League as well. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to win the Champions League. However, the team of the season goes to Jonathan David, who's at Wolves. I was thinking of signing him, but the team of the season, we got Matías Teo, we got Destiny Udogie, we got Van de Ven, and we got Joe Bellingham. As once again, we just missed out on a Golden Boot winner, as Matías Teo scored 25-1 behind David. But he did dominate the Europa League, by the way. Look at this stats. And this is what the team is looking like at the end of the season. It's looking absolutely incredible. And it seems like Mickey Van de Ven will be the player we'll be losing, because he is the highest rating. That's a huge player to lose now at an 88. And here are the stats for the season. 45 goals for Matías Teo in 60 appearances is ridiculous. 17 and 16. Brilliant first season from Joe. 16-9 for Ryan Cherky, his best season. 12-5 for Leroy Sané, amazing. 12-1 for Brennan Johnson, and 7 goals for Barbary. However, there is a surprise. Mikey Moore has been growing behind the scenes and is now at an 86. Oh, he's definitely going to be starting over Leroy Sané next season. Mickey van de Ven has left the club for 121 million to Chelsea. So this is what the squad is looking like now that Mickey van de Ven has left, and to be honest, it's not too bad. Got Mikey Moore, a brand new starter, and Ashley Phillips, who's growing in the background, is also now a starter. I think the signings I'm about to make are gonna be players that can compete with starting 11 players. Maybe a center back, maybe another center mid, probably a backup center attacking mid, because the downgrade from Bellingham to Divine is huge. And the first signing I'm bringing in for 100 million is Dean Huijsen. I know I'm real happy he joined Real Madrid. Before that, as of 10 days ago, Spurs were linked to him, so he still is considered to be realistic. Now that we're Premier League winners, I don't think he would say no, considering he was at Juventus in this save. He's going to be competing with the likes of Guehi and Phillips. And our second signing for 36 million, it is Daniel Peretz, a goalkeeper coming from Marseille. Just in case we don't win the UCL and we have to lose James Trafford, we will still have 2 goalkeepers in the club who are pretty decent. Of course, with any injuries, he can help us out. And our final signing is a backup center attacking mid at 30 years old, 20 million, Eberechi Eze, 82 overall. He isn't the best, but you know what? He was the only other center attacking mid I found that's linked that is pretty decent. So you know what? In case Joe Bellingham leaves or gets injured, I think this was a pretty good signing. And after all the new signings, this is what the side is looking like. I can't buy Dean Huijsen and not start him in the starting 11. So Ashley Phillips has been moved to the bench, and here we have Peretz and Eberechi Eze warming the bench as well as the goal this season. And for the rest of the video, as long as we're in the UCL, is to win the Champions League. But remember, if we fail, we lose a total of 3 players. So I'm trying to win it first try. And we are now in March of this season. We're sitting at the top of the table. But in the Champions League, we did qualify in 4th place. And in the run of 16, we'll be facing Strasbourg. And I accidentally simmed the first leg, I guess, because we're 3-0 up. So it's now time for the second leg. I'm sorry for going over in the calendar, but let's see if we can go ahead and secure this victory. I'm not playing the second leg. We're already 3-0 up. And it's a 2-2 draw. Wow, that was really close. But we're going to the quarters. I hope we get a tough opponent. And in the quarterfinals, we do have Olympic Lyonnais. Let's skip this first leg. Ryan Cherky will be out against his old teammates, at least for this first leg. And it's a 3-3 draw. Oh yeah, we're definitely playing the second leg. And it's now time for the second leg. Ryan Cherky is back and we'll be playing this game. Let's see if he can do well against his old team. But more importantly, can we qualify for the semifinals? And now it's Mikey Moore. The first time we're using him in this game. Gets rid of one defender already. It's still Mikey Moore. Cuts inside. Mikey Moore 1v1 already with a shot with a follow-up. It's a solo goal from Mikey Moore. 3 minutes in. This is the first time I've ever used him in this game. And he's actually incredible. 1-0 up, 4-3 in aggregate. From Managerial, Olympic Lyonnais lays it up into Almada with a block. Dean Huijsen, nice block, man. And now it's Olympic Lyonnais on the corner. Once again, Abner Vinicius. Cherky, you gotta get that ball. It's still Abner Vinicius. Looking to get rid of the defenders. Yes, he does. Dean Huijsen with another great tackle. And now here we come on the counter. It's Ryan Cherky on the attack. Ryan Cherky gives it into Mikey Moore, who's ready to get his brace. Can Mikey Moore actually do it? The birth of a legend here. Mikey Moore with a shot. I could have passed it, but we wanted to give Mikey Moore the glory. 2-0. One more goal, and I'm sure we're secure our semi-final spots. And now, here comes Olympic Lyonnais. Mika Tautse gives it to Yereme. Great block, but the follow-up goes in. Thiago Almada. It was a great original save from Trafford, but the defenders could not block it. And now it's Mikey Moore, and the ball gives it to Matthias Tell. Here in the second half, it's a through ball into Mikey Moore. 1v1 for the hat-trick, and he puts it away. 3 goals from Mikey Moore. This guy went out on loan for season after season, and now he's shining in the biggest stage for Tottenham. And now it's Mikey Moore on the ball, looking to get rid of the defenders. And does it? Yes, he does. Technically, he cuts inside. Mikey Moore with the finesse. 4 goals. This is unbelievable. Who is this kid? But he's incredible now. Oh, we're going to the semis. The referee blows the whistle. 4 from Mikey Moore, and we're going to the semifinals. We might actually do it. We might win the Champions League in the first time of asking. And in the semis, we do have PSG. This first leg is going to be difficult. Come on, deliver. Let's get a win here. And it's a 1-1 draw. Mikey Moore suspended for the second game. This is not good. But it's time for the second leg. No Mikey Moore. Can we beat PSG? And after 120 minutes and a boring game, we're going to penalties. Going up against Gianluigi Donnarumma, it's not gonna be easy, man. And taking the first penalty is Rodrigo, who finally left Real Madrid as he goes to the right. And Trafford already makes a save. Matias Tell, but we know Donnarumma saves a lot of penalties, but he doesn't save this one. It's 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur, and now it's Vitinha. He missed his penalty in real life, but no, he puts it away here. It's 1-1 now, and now Renato Vega, do not let us down here. Bottom right, let's go. He gets the right way, but we dodge a bullet there. Darwin Nunez, oh, he's definitely missing this. Darwin Nunez goes to the left. No, Trafford goes the right way, man. And now it's Ryan Cherky. We had to play without Mikey Moore, and it's gonna go ahead and pay off so far as Cherky makes it 3-2. Almost saved though. Givica Kvaratskhelia, an amazing baller, goes to down the middle, and it's a save from Trafford. If Leroy Sané, who is taking place of Mikey Moore today, he has saved us multiple times. If he scores this, we will be going to the UCL final for the first time since 2019. Bottom left corner, Donnarumma makes a save, and now if Zaire misses this, we will still go to the final. We cannot bottle this. Zaire goes to the left, and Trafford gets the right way. Now we have to score. Joe Bellingham, is he ice cold just like his brother? Joe Bellingham goes ahead and goes to the bottom right. We slot it in. We're going to the UCL final. Oh, the question is, who are we facing in the UCL? And in the UCL final, we'll be facing Atletico de Madrid, two teams that have never won the Champions League. Can Tottenham be the team to win their first? In terms of the Premier League, we went ahead and won back-to-back Premier League titles. That is incredible. We also went ahead and won the Community Shield. What about the FA Cup? We've won the FA Cup, a domestic treble, Carabao Cup. We've won a domestic quadruple. If we win this Champions League final, we will have won 5 trophies in this season. And it could have been 6 if we wouldn't have lost to Barca in the UEFA Super Cup. And there is our Premier League title win. Mikey Moore is the player of the tournament. He is something great. The team of the season, we got Mikey Moore, we got Sarr, we got Hodgson, and we got Vanderson. And these are what the stats are looking like this season. 28-14 for Mikey Moore, 22-3 for Matias Tell, 16-8 for Joe Bellingham, 14-1 for Eberechi Eze as a backup is nice. 11-15 for Lucas Bergvall. And this could be the final squad in this challenge. I think this team is good enough to win the Champions League. It's now time for the UCL final. Atletico are actually playing in their home stadium. We are at a disadvantage. Here come Atletico de Madrid already. Here comes Rodrigo Riquelme. Can Mbappe and Mateus Sarr catch up? We don't want to expose the defense. Sarr picks up the ball. It's Dean Howson. Gives it away to Jonathan Burkhardt. Burkhardt with a shot from outside the box. Trafford makes a save. And it's a follow-up from Baena. He doesn't shoot. Oh, we get lucky. And here comes Julian Alvarez, gives it into Rodrigo Riquelme, into Jonathan Burkhardt with a shot. It's saved, but the follow-up goes in. We go 1-0 down. Burkhardt makes it 1-0. And now it's Pape. Mateus Sarr gives it into Mikey Moore, who gives it into Joe Bellingham. Bellingham into Mikey Moore. Here comes Mikey Moore looking to equalize already. Cuts inside. Cuts to his right with a near post finish. Kobo makes a brilliant save. Here comes Atletico de Madrid. Matias Tell is defending. That's how bad it is right now. It's the handy Collins. Cuts inside. Gives it into Burkhardt. He's through one goal once again. He goes for the near post finish. Trafford makes a save. Alex Bryan now crosses it in. He does find Lenormand. Trafford clears it out. Rodrigo Riquelme. Can we win this ball back? Riquelme still on the ball. Gives it to Burkhardt. Somebody get the ball, please. Enzo Fernandez gives it to Burkhardt again. Great save from Trafford. Enzo Fernandez. Great tackle from Dean Howson, who's been incredible since we signed him. It's Mikey Moore. Gives it to Ryan Cherky. Ryan Cherky on the ball. Gives it to Jude Bellingham. Joe Bellingham, I'm sorry. Through ball into Mikey Moore. Can he equalize this game? Mikey Moore takes the touch, has a shot. And Kobo makes another save. Bellingham. Matias Tell into Renato Vega, who gives it into Pape Sarr, into Bellingham, into Mikey Moore. Cuts back. Right foot finish, and it goes in. Mikey Moore is incredible. The best player in this challenge. 1-1, baby. Here comes Ryan Cherky, though, on the counter right before halftime. Can we take the lead? Joe Bellingham gives it into Matias Tell. Matias Tell gives it into Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore still on the ball. He wins the penalty. I'm going to give him that penalty. I don't care how bad he is. He won it. And now it's Mikey Moore, the opportunity to take the lead right before the second half. Can he go ahead and get his brace? And yes, he does. Mikey Moore steps up again when we need him. 2-1, we lead in the UCL final. Joe Bellingham on the ball, gives it to Matias Tell, who lays it off into Pape Sarr, into Mikey Moore once again. It's still not even halftime. Can he get a first half hat trick? Mikey Moore gets fouled again. Oh my days, nobody can stop him. They have to foul him. He's taking the penalty again. Come on, you can't deny his brilliance. And now it's Mikey Moore to take his second penalty of the game. Can he get his hat trick? A first half hat trick for Mikey Moore. This has got to be one of the best UCL final performances I've ever seen. Oh, we're definitely winning this game. And now it's Gray, Archie Gray, the captain, now on the ball. We're trying to score one more goal to end off this game. Matias Sarr to Joe Bellingham, into Mikey Moore for a fourth goal. He's done it again. Mikey Moore. This guy is insane. The UCL trophy is ours, man. We have done it. And Archie Gray lifts the Champions League for Tottenham Hotspur for the first time in their history. We have done it. We have made Tottenham Hotspur the world's best team. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen to find out how I made Man United the brand new Galacticos.